video over the weekend, just because doing one video per weekend would take a bit too long, maybe. So today we're gonna do Hell and High Water, and again I'm gonna run as a Hellraiser. Went over the class setup in the previous video, as well as some guns, how to level them up quicker. But we're just gonna dive straight in. This map, getting to the first horde can be extremely easy. All you have to do is just avoid the gas tanks. Don't shoot any gas tanks in the area leading up to the point where you hit the switch. And you won't have anything like bulls or gas bags or screamers. You'll still have lurkers. You'll still have zombies. If you run, the zombies will hear you, but it won't alert the horde. However, it'll make them swarm to you, the ones that are in the area. So if you want to play it safe, just either jog or crouch walk. Crouch walking, obviously, the safest. Safest because you'll hear when lurkers spawn. I'd recommend turning your captions on. That way you can hear and see when lurkers spawn, as well as prompts in the game, such as when to hit switches, that sort of thing.
Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle or they will be torn off and eaten. We've arrived at the 9th circle of hell.
Goodbye, Stevie. Little parkour hop. There's usually always a bag here. And I'm going to go over some of the breach spawns I found here as well. I'm sure there's probably more.
Running towards it. Maybe we'll make it to the river. Over here. Look.
There's usually enough bags in this area for every single person. And there's usually also one gun and one or two heavies.
Shit, the street's blocked.
Playing solo, that's a breach spawn. Playing solo, I'll probably find a medkit, definitely, within the next couple of minutes. The game usually does that. Breach spawn. Lurker is right there. Easy way to get the achievement early. One of them is to mark special infected.
Over here.
Start doing it early and you won't even have to worry about it. I would pick up this sniper rifle, but you obviously don't have it. And I realized that I'd used that in a previous video, so I'm going to not use it because you're trying to get the sniper.
Look here. Gotta be something.
There's that medkit. Another prime example of how to melee in extreme. Just knock them back.
Over here. Look. We can't stay out in the open.
Check out those warehouses on the right.
Come on out, creep. I know your ass is there.
That's another breach spawn.
Pick up this breaching charge.
That's a breach right there, obviously. Lurkers up around the corner up here.
Creeper neutralized. It's a cargo
Taking it
terminal.
slow.
Look for a way through.
Those guys are always dead. You can always tell just by aiming. It'll turn red if they're alive. This room is really not worth breaching. All you're going to get is a tier 2 weapon maybe, a defense kit, and a health pack. You really should not need a health pack at this point. Honestly, if you need a health pack at this point, you're doing something wrong. Or you're playing with a team of randoms that's just being careless. Gas tank will spawn right there sometimes, so you gotta watch out for that one. Really easy with this leveled up shotgun, you can just blow their legs off. Lurker teleported. I always shoot him, I know he's dead, I don't know why. There's that gas tank. Might be a risky shot.
We got a creeper close by.
Again, the Thumper is a silenced gun for all you new to the video.
Creep trains. Looks like a subway depot.
Loaded with Zeds. No vigilantes here.
I should also mention that explosive ammo is also silent. However, it does tend to wake up the zombies in the area. This is a really easy point for people to accidentally shoot gas tanks. And the bots will never shoot gas tanks. That's part of one of the updates that they did. People will stand up here, shoot all the zombies that are in this area, and this little old gas tank back here usually gets shot. So, watch your shots, make sure there's no gas tank. Very careful that your bullets don't penetrate a zombie into a gas tank. Again, just checking to see if they're alive. And I'm just going to shut that door. If it comes down to like you've got a team of people and it comes down to you getting lurkered or shooting a gas tank, just get lurkered or try to move to the side.
The tunnel between the trains.
Starting to feel like a gopher.
It'll take so much more damage to the whole team if you go loud, especially down here.
I'm hearing Zeke everywhere.
Gas tank location.
Creeper neutralized.
Gas tank location sometimes over there too. Somewhere over here. I think more toward the end.
We're moving in a circle. Find a way out.
Only reason why I come back here really is there's a crate that sometimes spawn there. You can get tier 2 guns out of that usually. Or if everyone's dying, it'll be a med kit. If everyone's dying, it's usually going to be a med kit in a crate. One little trick you can do if you're in a finale area is save a crate somewhere near the finale. Don't open it. And then if someone's dead or dying, open the crate. And there's usually a med kit. Now, why I let that lurker come around the corner? Again, there's usually a gas tank like right here. Or somewhere along this line. So this bag's always here as well. Every time. Again, I could shoot those zombies, but I'm going to get close to them first and shoot them, because I really don't want to hit a gas tank. I do believe there has been a breach spawn down here at some point. I just personally have never found it. You can shoot at some of the zombies here, as well as if a lurker usually spawns right there. More gas tanks in this area, and this is the final area with gas tanks. Obviously I have a shotgun, so I'm not going to do much there, but if you're playing Fixer or something, you got a scout rifle. Real easy to just pick them off.
Creeper neutralized.
How many lurkers have I killed so far? 6? Hold on 1 second. I better put this in a party. That's how I normally have it. Hopefully you can hear that first bit of audio. If not, I'll be remaking the video.
Creeper down.
Yeah, so people will shoot up here at the zombies in the area. Again, you can get really close to them if you just crouch walk, but as I can already see, there's a gas tank right there. And then there's another one, I think right there. So you're better off, again, just hopping down, checking out the bodies. Getting close. You can even melee. Silence pistol these guys if you need to, whatever you gotta do. Another med kit, which I don't need. I hate aiming out windows in third-person games. Breach spawn.
Breaching charge.
Once again, it's sad that I don't have more hands. That's why I never start with a breach, ever. It's just you can find them in the game. You just gotta either look for them in online videos, Reddit, or play with people that know where they're at, and then ask them to mark it for you before they grab it. This is, if you do happen to go loud, this ain't a bad spot to be right here. But the bots will open that door. So make sure they're in here first. But if you're with a team of people and say you get cut off, it's not a bad place to be. A lot of the times the zombies will get caught up on this door. So we are almost to the finale. And I have 8 bullets left. Another breach spawn over here, I believe. If I remember correctly. I don't see that one often. Okay, so again, just going quiet here. Another tip to stay quiet. Don't put any defense kits down until you make sure you clear every single zombie from this area. So we're going to do a nice little sweep. I'm also not going to breach any doors until I hit the button. Now that might sound stressful, but I'd rather not have a horde come in before the horde.
Get your heads in gear.
So,
What do we got?
Check it out! This train's tracks run right under that gate. Over here. Look.
The train might smash right through the gate.
basically done with the gas tanks. There are some down in there,
Can we back it up?
but you really have to be shooting from the top to hit them. I personally like to breach that door. It's got defense kits. It's got a tier 3 weapon. Sometimes a tier 2, like the sniper. Getting your hands on a tier 3 early on in the game is a surefire way to have an easy time beating this game if it has silencers on it. But after I start this horde, it does not matter if I'm quiet. It's all guns blazing up until well, actually that's not true. After I get past the museum, it's loud from there. But getting through that area is actually, it's really easy. You really don't even need any guns. Well, I prefer to use guns. Some people will melee, but I find that the melee is a little bit glitched. But we'll get to that when we get there. So it looks like I've cleared all the zombies. There's one of those crates I was talking about. I could technically leave here. I don't really need anything. I've got, you know,
Somebody get on the train control.
a tier 2 gun, a breach. It's probably going to have equipment. That's my guess. Not another medkit. Well, sometimes that always makes me think, I'm like, what is this game going to do to me, you know? I'm personally going to put
Creeper down.
my auto turrets up top with me. I'm actually debating, since I'm playing solo, usually put them up there with me if I'm with the team, just because they're easy to access, easy to cover you.
Got a defense kit here.
It looks like I've got 2 of them.
Somebody start up the train.
I might put them down back behind me just so I have something watching my back, and I'll also have audio to hear if something does start climbing up the back. Plus, lurkers love to spawn right there, so that auto turret is going to instantly kill any lurkers that spawn on the backside.
Got some defenses.
And that backside's part of your escape plan if you get overwhelmed up top. My only hope is that it does not shoot early. If it does, it'll be fine, but just it'll make it a little bit harder.
I got us an auto turret.
So,
Get to the train controls and start it up.
they never shut up about the train, I swear. So what I'm going to do is start the train, run down there, breach, and then run back up here.
I'm at the train controls. Go into reverse it first.
That way I don't get any pre-horde. We're already loud. The zombies are going to spawn in normal. They'll just spawn them up front.
Door charge is gonna blow.
Now, I got a lot of heavies in here. I'm probably actually just going to hang out here for a sec and use my heavies. So you have your first wave, just zombies coming in. Pretty soon I'm going to have specials. Keep your ears peeled for them. Normally hold up at the top. But I'm not about to let these go to waste. No way. So I got zombies spawning on the side. So I'm going to get back up to the top. Sometimes these zombies that spawn on the side will get you more so than the actual zombies will. So if I hear that bull charge, I'm basically just chucking C4, you can bet. You can also save your teammates like that too. Man, it's nice with the auto turrets. I'm actually just going to save one. Sorry, Tashawn. Now you're wondering why I'm probably not using that 50 cal. I just don't find the need to. That usually signifies that there's going to be a horde spawning to my left, as you can see. That's usually what kills people, is the side spawn horde, not what's ahead. Having somebody watching the side, either auto turrets or voltage grids, is extremely helpful.
Train's rolled back. Bash the gate.
Train's ready, you can see. I'm really not even worried about that auto turret at this point. If you're swarmed, climb up and down things as quick as you can. It'll give you a couple seconds to confuse the zombies, just like Days Gone. Lurker can spawn right here, so watch out. Another breach spawn is right there. Sometimes you can get equipment there.
Oh God. Smells disgusting.
Lurkers can spawn on the sides here, so be careful. Use your ears, listen. Check your corners. And just like that, done.
Let's go.
If you get a horde here, and the horde music plays, line up on the sides with your team, stand still, and kill everything.
We've got to be closer to that point.
Now I'm tempted, I'm gonna have to switch out my crossbow. I guess I don't have to, but just to be safe, I'm gonna swap out to my AK here, just because it is helpful to have a silenced weapon in this next part. So you can see the horde's coming, so I'm just gonna immediately run back to that save point. I'm not gonna shoot the bots as best I can.
Oh shit! Who shot me?
Note the bots are using their pistols, so we're still quiet. As soon as they switch to loud weapons, that's how you can definitely tell that we're loud. Plus the music. Back in the day, we used to get through this part, we'd mask and just sprint through, but there's some items you can find on the way, and it's really not too difficult to get through this next part quietly. It's just, once again, don't shoot the gas tanks.
Stay quiet.
RPG. So I can already see one right there. And again, if you're crouched, quiet, you can get pretty close to the zombies and kill them. And angle your shots where there's no gas tank. So I've got line of fire right through here that I can just free fire. So obviously I'm going to go for the headshots if I can. The melee seems to be glitched in this part. It seems like it wants to melee the zombies down there, and it gets kind of stuck on it. and sometimes shooting even near the gas tank, like right here, will hit it. So, and you'll notice my laser's on it, but the crosshairs aren't. So, a really easy section to get through if you're just calm about it. There's one more gas tank up ahead. If you shoot this one on accident, it's not a deal breaker. You just gotta run. It's usually right there. So again, find a line. Yep, there it is. So get a line of fire where you can just shoot freely and don't break that line of fire. Kill all the ones that aren't by it. I'm tempted to even go back and get my crossbow. Sometimes there's a crate there too, as well as sometimes there's a crate back the way we came. And once again, I can sprint through here. It doesn't wake the zombies. It's just zombies that are in the area, like live zombies. I just don't want to get lurkered, so I'm going a little slower.
Good enough.
I'm really surprised it hasn't spawned a lurker. Also, I've never really breached that door on the right. I'm pretty sure it wakes the sword up. I'm not sure, though. There's just better things to breach in the next area. Nice and easy. No drama. Usually a bag here. If you're playing Fixer,
Over here. Look,
I always just throw a mask right here. Go straight for the other masking grenade. I'll even chuck, if I have two, I'll chuck one here. Chuck one at the crate there, and then just walk over, grab that all calm like, come back to the crate. There's usually tier 3 weapons in there if your team's doing good. I bet there's going to be a med kit, so I'm going to go ahead and heal Arnetta. Just based on people's health. In fact, I might even just... No, I don't have the right color.
I'll take what I can get. Can't stay here.
Thinking about putting a bullet in Angel's leg to manipulate the situation more, but I'm not going to do that.
Everybody good? Let's move. That never gets easier.
Hey, there's a bomber somewhere.
Found a screamer.
Yep, med kit. C4.
They're bombing the street.
Where are we? Keep your head.
C4.
Follow the fence.
That's right where the Zeke are headed.
And I'm just going to run for it. Good point right here to hold up and take care of what's behind you. If you're playing with the team, have someone watch the front, someone watch the back. Call for help if you need it. Don't assume that people are just doing good, like your teammates are. Ask them. You're like, how you doing down there? Everything good? You know, and be proactive too about what's going on with your side as well. It obviously goes with most things in life, though. You know, assuming things about people or things instead of just asking causes a lot more trouble
This isn't looking good.
than it's worth.
I see the evac point.
If you really want to save one of these turrets, you can. I just find that it causes more drama than not. I take out all the mines. It just really doesn't make that big of a difference in the long run. Like, there's never been a moment where those turrets saved me. You know? Even if I haven't turned them and they're red and they have infinite ammo. Get through this next area pretty quickly. Lurker. Ooh, sweet Jesus. I was hoping this bag would save me. And the bots won't set it off either, but yeah, we're gonna get hoarded from here on out, so. Bots were like, not today, man.
No.
So, plenty of zombies in front of me, so I'm just gonna C4,
Oh my god.
get away.
They had nowhere to run.
Army can't help us
Bullpup. Oh man, that's my baby. Think about taking that.
Close.
Lurker spawning right there. Oh, I was close.
Right. At least we got a warning.
Bots are very efficient if you stay with them and help them.
There's more where that came from.
So since this horde is coming right now, I'm going to breach that door as soon as I can. Now I'm running around a little bit more frantically than most people do. I'd advise getting into some sort of corner or somewhere where you can climb up and down from, just in case you do get swarmed, because you're kind of safe in those animations for the most part. Oh yeah, I used my breach. You're kind of safe for the most part in those animations when you climb up and down.
We got a creep.
This is where you can call in a mortar strike on the fence. They're based on times, I think, in waves. So I always immediately use one. Some people will wait, but I want to use as many as I can, so I don't wait. Breach spawn right here,
Someone grab this breaching charge.
and then one by that switch I was just at as well, just to the left of it.
Got some defenses.
Really the only defense kits that are necessary, in my opinion, for this horde. Not even necessary, just extremely helpful. It's going to be the high voltage grid
Razor wires ready.
for right there. And then the auto turret. Just helps out a ton if you're stuck down there at the docks. Now I'm probably going to get hoarded again soon. I can just feel it in my bones. Played this game enough. And I'm probably definitely going to get hoarded after I breach this door. So I'm not even really going to search it just yet. In fact, I'm going to climb up here. This is where I'm going to hold up during the horde for the most part.
I see a defense kit. Picked up a defense kit.
And that's really all I need right there. The other crate tends to have guns, med kits, that sort of thing. This one tends to have defense kits and heavy weapons.
This will
A lot of barbed wire. I mean, I love barbed wire, don't get me wrong, but... Come on.
Creeper.
Okay, so we have another pre-horde coming in.
Barbed wire for a Zeke friends.
Somebody, shut up the scream. Coming in.
So now I'm going to get up to my high point. My goal is that screamer. Can't really get to him with my equipment. Yay, bots.
Somebody.
Sorry, Tashawn.
I need
Man, that's annoying.
Throwing an explosive.
And they stole both kills, those bastards. Well, I mean, good for them, but... So I'm not going to heal Tashawn just because this is my only med kit. It's not worth the risk. I think there might be one or two more bags in the area for me, but that's about it.
Get some.
Got my MGL. So we got the high voltage grid down, we got auto turret. I'm going to start this horde up and get up to the middle top portion.
The winch is working.
It has a good bird's eye view of the whole entire place, of which way the horde's going to be coming. And I got a backup bag right there.
hold them back.
We're so close. Just hold them back.
Another good place for an auto turret's right there. Just because you can see the specials spawn there.
Army left the radio working. I'm calling for help. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? What the? This thing signals for artillery. Out of ammo.
I really should have grabbed ammo. Which I'm just going to go ahead and do. Ammo is always there. Okay, so I can hear on my headset the horde's already spawning the way I came.
Looks like the winch seized up.
Winch is seized up, so I gotta take care of that first. Now the bots are gonna just dive in on him. They are just gonna suicidally run in on whoever's downed. That's the only downside about the bots, is that they have no caution. So because I have so many heavies, I'm gonna be sure not to waste any, not use any, excuse me. Green button's active again. Gonna go ahead and hit that. Oh, I missed a defense kit. I really don't even need it. Just gonna C4 for the team. I hear a bomber, so I'm gonna get the hell out of there.
The winch isn't working. Somebody check it out.
Massive spawn at the docks. That is a thing, and it is very dangerous. So basically, my whole team's dead at this point. We're just fine. I'm gonna try to save Arnetta, do my best. Tishon, you bastard. So notice I have one C4. I'm gonna check that out. My backup plan. This is where I may not make it. Let's see. No, I got it. Again, climbing up onto surfaces helps out a ton. Got my C4 out. Buy me just enough time to heal. Punch those guys back. Whoops, didn't mean to throw that. But I basically have this one. This is in the bag. Maybe not. I'll actually win. You'll be surprised. Don't give up. Never give up there. So that was a little bit of a dirty win, but still a win. Reflecting on that, if I hadn't accidentally thrown that second C4 off when I hopped off, I would have avoided that infector. But I accidentally double tapped L1 for whatever stupid reason. But yeah, you'd be surprised how many extreme matches you'll win where everybody dies on the boat or wherever, but it's just in time and you win. So that's why I didn't disinfect right away. I know that I have 14 seconds before I die, and I could see that the bar was basically full. So at that point, it was just luck at that last little portion, because I screwed up and threw that extra C4, and it seemed like my high voltage grid sure went out quick, but not as many special kills as normal. They're a bit more quiet through that whole portion. But yeah, well, that's how you beat Hell and High Water as a Hellraiser. Just don't accidentally throw extra C4, I guess. Know where your bags are in that horde, and then if you need to heal, use your C4 as a distractor after you've trained zombies to heal, because it takes about the same amount of time to heal, about 5 seconds, as the C4 distracts. So anyways, I hope that this video helps, and I'll have another 2 out next weekend. Thanks for tuning in.